I get asked on my social media networks what it takes to start a YouTube channel. How do you start a YouTube channel? And instead of me answering one person, second, and all that, I decided to make a video to explain how to start a YouTube channel from the scratch. You're welcome to my channel, or you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Boma. I'm a virtual assistant. Alongside other things that I do, like vlogging and of course YouTubing. Having a YouTube channel is one of the ways that people can become aware of your brand. Yeah, people can become aware of your brand. You get to nurture people about your brand, tell them about your brand, explain to them about your brand. And over time, they may become loyal customers, or even if they are not customers, they can announce you to the world, tell people about you. You know, you cannot underestimate the power of word of mouth. So when people are actually getting to know your brand more as they watch your YouTube channel, depending on what you do. So you have other social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and so on. But like YouTube actually helps you to explain to people who you are and what you do and all that. And you could teach here, you do your podcast, so even if it's not the kind of thing you do, maybe you're just someone who just wants to have fun, you travel to different countries, you want people to see what you to experience what it feels like traveling around the world, and you want to just vlog, you just want to share your experience. Okay, you're a great cook, you want people to know that, oh, I make such marvelous meals, whatever it is, makeup, or it's up to you. Like, it's up to you, whatever you want to showcase to the world. YouTube is a ground that you can showcase, nurture them. Maybe over time you could sell your product. If you have product that you want to sell, it's up to you. But this is it. It's a way to reach out to others. And by the way, YouTube is the second search engine in the world. You cannot even begin to imagine the number of people that visit YouTube every day, that search for things on YouTube. Go and check on YouTube how to boil water, and go and see the millions of people who are searching for how to boil water. So this is not a platform you joke with. It's not you don't sleep on this opportunity. If you have something you want to showcase, then maybe this is the right time for you to start doing that. Let's get started. That you're already here shows that you're on YouTube. Yeah. It shows that you're on YouTube, but maybe the only thing is that you don't really have a presence on YouTube. Go to your settings and edit the things that you need to edit. Maybe your name is not even there. So you need to put your name, to put the name of your brand, whatever brand it is you're running. Or maybe this very account is not what you want to do. Go ahead and add a new account. You can start with opening a new Gmail. I don't know what your business is about. Let's say Boma Ventures. I can go and open a new Gmail account, Boma Ventures, and then when you see a column add account, then you add your new account, set up your description, describe what this channel is, your new channel is about. Let people actually get to know that this is what your channel is about. Whichever way you think that you want to describe this channel for people to understand you, you are very, very free. The ball is in your court. You tell people how they should perceive you, how you want them to see you, how they are going to see you. So that is it. So do all that, and then you succeeded in setting up your YouTube account. So that's the first step. What are the basic kits that would help you? Number one, the first will be your camera or your phone. You might be using camera if you have a good a sophisticated camera, simple camera. If you don't even have, you can use your phone. If you have a good phone that has good storage, and good camera capacity, you can use it. Right here, I'm using my Samsung A30, and it's not perfect, but it's okay. It gives me at least a good video. So have an iPhone, you can try it. If you can afford camera, then it's okay. So that's number one. Secondly, a tripod stand. You can see I'm the only one filming here, so my phone is suspended and I'm just talking. That's the work of a tripod stand. I have two tripod stands actually, so I'm using the smaller one to film this. So, but in the absence of that, if you have anything that you can use to keep your phone that it will not fall, you can use it. I have this key holder and it works so well. I actually don't use it. I only use it to, maybe I want to watch film, but you can always use something like this, a key holder. You can use this and it suspends your phone. Put it by the side of the phone. If you have access to this, you can do it and it suspends your phone, and then you can film from there. So whatever the case it is. So I have 2 tripod stands and they are for different purposes. This smaller one I'm using to film today. So here is the tripod that I used to record this video. It's quite portable. That's one of the things I like about it. You can travel around with it. Just put it in your handbag. The second tripod has a light. This is my second tripod. I actually broke this stand, but it has a clip, so you clip it to your table. So it's really something it's something you just have to sit in a place and before you can use this particular tripod. One thing about this tripod is the light. It has 3 different lights. So like you are using light and tripod all at the same time. So here is light number 1, light number 2, light number 3. So because I filmed with my natural light, I didn't have a need to use the light. But anytime I'm not filming with natural light, I'm definitely using this tripod so that I can use the light. You can use this for a meeting or whatever. So there's so many tripods out there. It all depends on what you want to do, whether vlogging or whatever. You know, it's something you need to stand, so you need something higher. So just go ahead and just get what is going to be conducive for what you want to do. If you also need my advice, you can ask a question in the comment section. So that brings us to the next one, which is a ring light. You might need a ring light. There are different sizes of ring lights. It all depends on your capacity. So if you're in a place where you don't have proper lighting, you need to assist yourself by getting a ring light. Yes, so that it actually helps to light the background or your face or whatever. Then over time you can get other kinds of lights. There are just so many lights that you can get to light your face, to light your background, and just give it that very professional look. But yeah, for starting, you just need some basic things and you're done. Right now I'm actually facing the window, so I raised my curtains. So I'm using a natural light. I'm not using any ring light. I'm using a natural light, and it's quite clear. So, but in the absence of that, you can use a ring light. There are times that if everywhere is noisy, because I stay close to a school, so sometimes it's noisy, or maybe there's a construction going on somewhere. So all I need to do is to close my windows, and then I put on my ring lights. It just helps to light the environment, because already everywhere gets dark by the time I close everywhere. So whatever the case, if you have good lights or you're filming from outside, you don't need it, but it's always good to have it. Any environment you find yourself, you don't start running helter-skelter. So those are just the basic things. I need an external microphone. Here I'm using this. It's an external microphone just connected to my phone. It helps to like filter the sound from everywhere. If I don't use this microphone, I'll be getting so many sounds trying to disturb me. Like when I'm recording, you'll just be hearing different kinds of sounds. Okay, so even if people are making noise now around me, it doesn't come that noisy. That's the essence of using this kind of mic. So I'm going to remove the mic so that you see how it is without the mic. So I'm doing this without the mic, so I don't know if you can see the difference between using an external mic and not using an external mic. So I'm back to using my external mic. I don't know if you spot any difference, but if I was really in a noisy room and some kind of this thing, I know my phone itself actually filters sound somehow, but there are very horrible sounds you can experience in some phones. So, but if that's your case, then you actually need this mic so that it filters the sound. Your camera, it's always advisable to use your back camera, because using your back camera reduces distraction of trying to look at your face or not trying, you know, that kind of thing, because you see yourself, so you're tempted to look at your face. So if you must use a front camera, then please look at the camera. Don't try to look at yourself. Try if it's possible. Sometimes I film with front, sometimes I film with back, but you can spot the difference because my attention is I feel distracted. Sometimes it looks like I'm looking out. Here I'm using my front camera. One of the reasons why it's not so advisable to use your front camera is that you will end up looking up and down the screen instead of looking at, like you can see going on here, instead of looking at your camera, you'll be distracted. You'll be trying to look at your screen. But then when you look at the back camera, there's nothing distracting you. But then there are drawbacks in using back camera. If you're using a back camera, then it takes you time to set up. Most times I find it it takes me a lot of time to set up because I'm the one filming by myself. So I check, I sit down, I check, I try to see whether I'm in order or not. But what you can do is, like I'm sitting here, when you put your chair, you can put a pillow and check the pillow, see when you stand the pillow, you see how it is, whether it's okay, whether you can you can capture the pillow correctly and still have some gap up, yes, so that you're not cutting your head. So it's important. Sometimes it will change, so you may need to lock your screen. By the time you get the setting, you need to lock your screen. There's always a lock sign on the screen. When you see that lock sign, you try to lock your screen. So when you lock your screen, the camera is not shifting from pillar to post. It just stays static as you're doing your recording. Sometimes you forget, sometimes I forget too, but like I did, I before coming, I filmed this video. When I finished filming, you can imagine how long this video took. I finished filming it, and then I found that my when I locked it, when I changed, I now forgot to lock the screen. So as I forgot, it was shaking. I didn't want to have that, so I had to redo it. So that's why those are some of the drawbacks of using a back camera, especially when you're filming alone. Other things you can do would be to put a mirror where you can see, so the mirror actually in front of you, so you're actually like getting to see whether it's filming you correctly. Or you can use a laptop. There are settings you use so that you can keep a laptop in front where you're watching what is going on your screen in your laptop. So that will work if that's at your disposal. And I need to also say that if you are filming, please don't, for YouTube, please don't film on a portrait. Don't keep your phone straight. You slant it, landscape. That's how you film for YouTube. For Instagram, for Facebook, that is permitted. Landscape, portrait is permitted. For YouTube, no, it's not permitted because of the aspect ratio and all. When I did my first vlog, I did it on portrait, and I did that vlog like last year. So by the time I wanted to upload it, I had already come to know that this is not how to like film for YouTube. So but I still had to edit it, you know. But when you edit it, some things are already cut off because you didn't film in that landscape. So you want to avoid that. If it's avoidable, you want to avoid that and just film on landscape so that you capture everything that you need to capture. Else when you're editing, then you can do all of that. But because I really don't want this video to be unnecessarily long, I am going to be showing you in next video the software or the apps, free apps that I use to do my editing. They're very good apps. At least for a start, you can use these apps and they are free. So I'm going to show you in our next video, and then we'll talk about thumbnail and other things that would help you as you are starting before you start uploading, if you haven't already started uploading. If this video helped you, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and if you need any of these kits, I'm going to attach the description on how to get the kit. But if I don't, I'll attach my email and you can send me an email. I get to forward you details of how to get any of these kits. See you in the next video. Bye.